Once upon a time in a faraway kingdom, there lived a wise and just king. He had ruled with kindness and fairness, but as he grew older, he faced a great dilemma. He had no son to inherit the throne. He wanted a successor who would rule with a heart full of love for the people, so he devised a plan to find the most worthy candidate. The king sent out a proclamation across the land, inviting all young men to apply for the position. However, there was only one requirement. The candidate must possess a heart filled with true compassion for others. News of this unusual selection process spread quickly, and many young men eagerly prepared themselves, each dreaming of becoming the next ruler. Among them was a poor but kind-hearted young man from a remote village. He had always helped others despite having very little himself. But as he prepared for his journey, he realized he had no fine clothes suitable for an audience with the king. Determined, he worked tirelessly, saving every coin until he could buy a decent outfit and some supplies for the long journey to the palace. After days of travel, he was only a short distance from the grand palace when he came across an old beggar shivering by the roadside. The beggar's clothes were nothing but torn rags, and his frail hands trembled as he pleaded, "Please, kind sir, I am cold and hungry. Have mercy on me." The young man was deeply moved. Without hesitation, he removed his new clothes and gave them to the beggar. He also handed over the little food he had left. The beggar's eyes filled with tears as he whispered, "Bless you, kind soul." Though the young man now had nothing but his old tattered clothes, he decided to proceed to the palace, hoping that the king would judge him for his heart, not his appearance. When he arrived at the grand palace, the guards were puzzled by his shabby appearance, but still allowed him inside. He was guided to the throne room, where the great king sat, dressed in royal robes. As the young man raised his eyes, he gasped. He recognized the king's face. It was the same face as the beggar he had helped on the road. Seeing the young man's shock, the king smiled and said, "Yes, I was the beggar you met on your way." "But why did you disguise yourself?" the young man asked, still confused. The king's voice was gentle but firm. "I needed to know the truth of your heart. If I had appeared before you as a king, you might have acted out of ambition, not kindness. But when you gave your last food and clothing to a helpless beggar, expecting nothing in return, you showed your true nature. A great ruler must care for his people selflessly, and today you have proven that you are worthy of the throne." Tears welled in the young man's eyes as he bowed before the king. That very day the king declared him his successor, knowing the kingdom would flourish under a ruler with a heart as rich as his. True greatness is not measured by wealth, power, or status, but by the kindness and generosity we show to others. The most valuable treasures in life are not gold and jewels, but a heart that beats for the well-being of others. In the end, it is not what we have, but how we give that defines our legacy. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more powerful life lessons and stories that change perspectives.